Hello everyone, it's just a dad. Today I'm going to do a comparison between the Roborock Qrevo S on the left and the Roborock Qrevo QV35A on the right. This was just released. This one's been out for maybe 6 or 8 months now, and it's going to come down to price. They're very, very closely resembling. The S right now is $459. That's an amazing price. The QV35A, it's at, ooh, I did see it. Sometimes it's on sale for $459. So these are going to be price matched. And how are they the difference? Now, this video is going to be the features. I have detailed reviews on both of these. So they show you exactly how they clean and mop, how to set them up for the first time. But I'm going to explain the differences, how they're different, and what I love about them. Now, I did purchase both of these products with my own money, and I wasn't paid for this video. So I will put links to these in the show description notes. If you purchase either one of these products using that link, I get a small commission from the sale. It is a way of helping support my channel. That way I can continue to do these honest reviews. And just a spoiler alert, don't pay more than $500 for either one of them because they don't have enough features for that price point. But when they're below $500, amazing. So what I love about both of these robots, they both have the exact same LiDAR navigation. They're going to map your house really well. And in that map, you can put different rooms. You can clean it on a schedule, and you can also put no-go zones. So that's just really, really nice. Now, both of these robots are going to vacuum and mop your house at the same time. They have a base station. They have the same clean water tank that you're going to put clean water in and the dirty water tank. So the base station will clean the mop pads, and then the water gets sucked up into the dirty water tank. You'll have to empty that about once every couple weeks. Now, the robots will vacuum your house. They both have the exact same dustbin. So as it goes around and vacuums your house, everything will go into this dustbin. You will have to clean this filter once in a while. It's the exact same dustbin. Now, a big difference is suction power. The QV35A has 8,000 pascals of suction. The S has 7,000 pascals of suction. Now, I don't notice that big of a deal. When I vacuum carpet or hardwood floors, they both vacuum the same. Now, around front, they both have this reactive obstacle avoidance. It's not a camera on the front. So if you're concerned about privacy, neither one of these have a camera or a microphone. They both have physical buttons up front. Now, obstacle avoidance, both of them struggle when the obstacle is like a cable that's really low to the ground. Now, if it's like a shoe or everyday items, it is typically going to avoid them. If it's tall enough to where the LiDAR can bounce off of it, like more than 3 inches, the robots do a good job of avoiding it. It's just obstacles that are low to the ground. It can struggle. Now, since they both have LiDAR navigation, they're both going to vacuum and mop in nice straight lines. That's just really, really nice. They're not relying on the bumper to bounce off the walls. These things know exactly where they're at all times. And in the app, you can see where the robot has cleaned and where it is currently. So as we flip them to the bottom, you're going to notice one of the big differences. The S has this like standard brush roller. It just spins. They're all even. It doesn't extend into the corner. The 35A has this anti-tangle brush. So if you have long hairs in your house, this anti-tangle brush actually does a pretty good job of the way it's designed. This one, you will get some hairs once in a while wrap up around here, but it's easy. Just take that screw off or you can cut them off. Now, they both have the same brush roller. So here we have the brush roller. Now, if you have long hairs in your house, neither one of these are going to prevent the hairs from wrapping around it, but they mitigate it by the design. So as we take it off, the long hairs, again, this is the exact same brush roller, so I'll explain one. The hairs are going to wrap around this brush roller, but then the fins are directed at an angle, and the hairs will be directed towards the end, and then all you got to do is pop the end off. The long hairs are going to be right here where this gray part is. Then you can just take them off, take the hairs off, and then it's real easy to put it back. So while they don't prevent the long hairs, they're super easy to work on. Neither one has a comb or anything to grab the long hairs. It's the design of the brush. Now, both of these robots will mop your house also, and they can lift the mop pads up and down 10 millimeters. So when they're vacuuming and they come across like a rug or carpet, there's a carpet sensor. They both have the exact same carpet sensor. When they sense carpet, they automatically lift the mop pads so that they're not dragging on the carpet, and then it turns the water off. Both of these have an internal water tank. They spray water on top of the mop pads to keep them wet. Like, and you got control from like 0 to 30 different levels of wetness. That's a super nice feature. It's the exact same mop pad. You'll have to replace those once in a while. But the robot, in theory, and we can see proof of this, the robot's going to go out, mop your house. The mop pads are going to be wet. It's going to come back to the base station. And then the base station is going to put water down here, wash the mop pads, suck the water up into the dirty water tank. Now, they both use room temperature water. They don't heat the water. Some base stations can actually heat the water. Neither one of these do that. Now, another big difference is how they dry the mop pads. The QV35A uses room temperature air. At the end of the job, it's going to blow air right on top of the mop pads to dry them. It takes about 6 to 8 hours. The S can warm the air. And since it can warm the air, it can do it in about 2 to 3 hours of drying the mop pads. Now, I don't notice that to be that big of a deal. Room temperature air eventually does get them dry. The fan noise is exactly the same on both of them. Now the base station, I love the base station that they both have this tray. And the tray is exactly the same. It's made to be worked on. So you can see this one's been doing a really good job of cleaning. But once in a while, you are going to have to clean this base station. You simply just take this tray over to the sink, spray some soap, use a brush, get it all nice and clean. And then it's designed to just go right back in. That dirty water tank tube, it just goes right there. Very well designed and easy to maintain. They both have the same area that's going to suck out the dustbin. Everything's just the same down here. Charging, filling the robot, blowing air on it, except for the S uses hot air. They both have the same dust bag. So after a couple months, depending on how dirty your home is, if you have pets, you might have to change this every month and a half, but you're simply just going to pull this out and put a new bag in. You have to replace that dust bag about every 2 to 3 months. So it's going to come down to price. Does warm air matter that much? No, not in my opinion. The fan noise is exactly the same. So if this one just is running a little bit longer, that's fine. Now this anti-tangle, this does actually work pretty good. I have not found that to be too big of a problem. That, and then the suction, in my opinion, is not relevant. 1,000 pascals of suction. I don't think you're going to see that with these robot vacuum cleaners. These don't necessarily replace an upright vacuum. So if you have a lot of carpet in your house, you will have to vacuum it once in a while. These do a great job of keeping up. Even the more expensive ones are not completely replacing the vacuum, but they're coming really, really close. So here we have the brand new Qrevo S. That's a $1,500 robot. It has a lot of bells and whistles, but these are great robots. And I say that because I've used them. You're going to have a great user experience. Even if you pay full price, don't pay full price. Right now, the S, $800, that's not an $800 robot now. When they put it on sale, $459, that's like half price. So that's the price point. That's a $459 robot. So is the A. It's retail $650, which again, if you don't catch it on sale, you bring it home, you're going to have a good user experience. Now, you're going to be missing hot water mop washing. It's not going to have a dirt detection sensor built into the docking station like the Qrevo over there. It's not going to have the slim profile. There's an advanced brush roller. Here we have the QV S5V, which was just released. It's got the more expensive duo divide brush roller. This really helps with long hairs. But I just love Roborock robot vacuum cleaners. You're going to have that's what it comes down to me. Are these the most advanced that are going to replace everything? No. You're not going to be mopping your floor as much. You're going to come home. It's going to be vacuumed in straight lines. Your kitchen floor is going to look nice for general mopping. No, if there's a huge muddy mess, it's not going to clean up a huge, like the dog walked in with all kinds of muddy paw prints. Even some of the more advanced ones, they'll go remop that area, but they don't necessarily clean it all the way. But I love them. I just can't say enough good things about them. They work. They're reliable. Roborock has decent customer support. I've had to use them. It takes a while. You're not going to get immediate replacement. You got to email back and forth, and you can tell it's in a different country. So it takes I had the Z70 had to be replaced, and it ended up about a 3-week process, but I ended up getting a new one. They were very friendly and courteous, so I do give the Roborock customer support an A. User interface, the app, amazing. They're just a lot of... I feel bad for people because there's so many model numbers, like, and these model numbers don't make a lot of sense, you know. To me, I would put something like the Qrevo budget, the Qrevo mid, I don't know. But anyway, I'm not in marketing. But I do have almost every Qrevo, and I will be doing a big Qrevo, which one to buy. But this one, the S, I see it on sale more than I do the 35A. This one is constantly on sale, and that's an amazing price. But sometimes for 50 bucks more, you can get a P10 Pro. That's on sale for 500, and sometimes the Dream L40 is 500. I have seen that as, I don't think I've seen it at 400, but these are more expensive. Now, both of these do come in a white color. I mean, there's no real difference. They do get scuffed up a little bit, but I've had the white ones, and they don't really show the scuffs any more than the black ones here. So both of these have my Just a Dad sticker seal of approval, but that sticker is only contingent upon price point. Don't spend 800 bucks on a S. I mean, it's okay. It just doesn't have all the bells and whistles that you would expect for 800 bucks. For 800 bucks, you should get hot water mop washing, dirt detection sensor, and just maybe some more anti-tangle features. But for $459, I'm okay when they take some of those away. So I really do appreciate everybody's support. I just can't thank you enough for this opportunity to do these videos. I love what I do. I come here, I'm trying to pick which ones. I'm watching Amazon a lot. Right now, the S, they're selling 1,000 of those a month. So I'm glad to see that, because people are going to get a good user experience, but it also tells me that it's popular. So I wanted to grab a brand new robot. This QV35A eventually will probably be super popular. They become super popular when the price goes down. So anyway, I just really do appreciate everybody's support. Let me know what you think of this video in the comments. Again, if you can't find a certain, like if you want to see the detailed review, search Just a Dad Qrevo S. Just search it on Google, and it should bring up my videos where you can see like 4 or 5 videos. I've got mopping, review, how to set up. Right now, I'm gonna do the 3-month detailed how to clean it, how to do all the maintenance. So after you've had it a while, you can watch my video on, oh, I need to clean the filters. I need to change the dust bag. I need to wash that tray. So I'm going to show you how to do all of that. Again, I really do appreciate everybody's support. If you could, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.